Well, how must she be feeling, this young player from Poland, knowing who it is that's standing behind her? Maybe don't look over your shoulder right now, don't think about it too much. Not that she isn't somebody who's used to the big occasion, because she is an Olympian, Zuzanna Wielgos, the teenager. WANGMANYU making her way out to table number 1. The number 2 ranked player in the world, and a player who has been the world champion in singles competition in 2021. 6 times a world champion in all. Zuzanna Wielgos of Poland against WANGMANYU of the People's Republic of China. Best of 7 games. All of the singles contests at the World Championships are best of 7. The doubles are best of 5. They meet for the first time. World ranking of 183 against the world number 2. Wielgos' career high, 150. That was set last year. And for her, it is a chance to test herself against one of the absolute greats. We're looking forward to this. Brahim Al-Bawaziz is in charge.
Hello, this time we have red and black. Red for you. Black. Serve, what side do you want? Okay.
Zuzanna Wielgos winning the toss of the coin and choosing to start with ball in hand. Fraser, most interesting. We get a lot of matches like this in the opening round of the World Table Tennis Championships, where a much lower ranked player is facing one of the top performers out there. They're always exciting because you just never quite know what you're going to get in a first meeting. She's got the chance here to shock the world.
She has, Ollie. It's great to be with you here, by the way. She's someone who I'm quite impressed with. She hasn't played that many events in terms of world table tennis, only 19 years of age. This, interestingly, is her first ever match against a Team China star, and it's WANGMANYU.
Well, if you're going to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know, right? This is going to be tricky. But I was watching her in training. She spent a bit of time training here on the main table a couple of days back, and I was impressed with her technique. So perhaps she could challenge WANGMANYU. WANGMANYU, though, does have a 95% win rate against non-Chinese opponents. She's just imperious.
Yes, probably not one there, a statistic to whisper in the ear of Zuzanna Wielgos before the start of this contest. But we look at a player who it is always such a pleasure to see play. The 26-year-old who is 6 times a champion of the world and the singles champion from 2021.
You know, it's up against one mastermind, up against 2, because she has Coach Marlin in the corner, 2008 Olympic champion. My goodness.
That was one of the all-time moments in Olympic table tennis, wasn't it, that victory?
Yeah, it really was. And I mean, you've commentated so many sports. You know how important that event was for, you know, Chinese sport as a whole. It just leapfrogged the infrastructure, didn't it, really, and the investment into sport.
92% of you behind WANGMANYU. I actually had the pleasure of commentating that very match for the archives of the International Olympic Committee.
Get that quiet.
Zuzanna to serve.
One of the honours of my life.
Wow.
Zuzanna Wielgos and WANGMANYU.
Love one.
There she is, the world number 2 and the 2021 world singles champion. Well, lovely shot there from Wielgos. As you said, an impressive player.
Yeah, that was a clean attack there, wasn't it?
Two, one.
Use the peripheral. She's got good fundamentals. Stays low. A right-handed attacker with inverted rubber on both sides, just like WANGMANYU.
Well, the pressure put on there by WANGMANYU just asking the question again and again. Get it back, get it back, get it back.
That's a good stint there. And the utmost respect from WANGMANYU shown in that point. She must have spent some time studying Wielgos. Wow.
A couple of really good rallies.
I saw Shin Yubin in action yesterday against someone who we haven't seen much of, like Wielgos, and Shin looked like she was getting drawn into the rallies, sucked into the slower pace of the opponent. WANGMANYU here just trying to focus on creating her own pace, focusing on what she can control, staying aggressive at all times.
And that was against another impressive teenager, the New Zealander Lisa Gear.
Yeah, that's right.
5-2.
Is there a temptation when you're taking on a player who you know is one of the best in the world, the best of all time, to snatch at every chance that you get?
Yes, absolutely. We call it the beware of dog sign. When you know, you know, who's on the other side of the fence, that can make you make the mistake. It can make you rush it. You're panicking, essentially. You know, especially against Team China stars. You know you really, really have to take your chances because they will almost certainly take theirs. They're as clinical as can be. They treat each point on its own merit. You know, Team China have so much internal competition, so much internal pressure. They can actually play relatively freely, even at international events like the World Championships. WANGMANYU knows that all too well after just missing out on the Olympic single spot.
An unfortunate moment, bringing up 7 game point opportunities. The opening game quite comfortably secured by WANGMANYU. No surprise in terms of the nature of the contest nor the margin of victory, but some little signs here and there from Zuzanna Wielgos that indicate she is a very strong up-and-coming prospect. Nonetheless, the opener goes to WANGMANYU, 11-3. WANGMANYU, the champion from 2021 in singles competition, won in Houston. Let's take you back to the moment of victory, that dramatic game. 15-all, we join it. Sun Ying-sha, the opponent. A mighty roar as match point comes up. Stunning moment. Dreams coming true for any player to be the singles champion of the world. As she put the hat on, the world took its hat off to her.
Second game, WANGMANYU to serve, love all.
Do you know what for me is the best quality about WANGMANYU? It's her humility. I've never seen her have even an ounce of any kind of arrogance, any kind of entitlement. She gets her head down from the get-go. And that is, for me, the true definition of a champion. The groundedness.
1-2.
It is very clear one has to treat every player at a World Table Tennis Championships with respect.
Yeah.
They are all here on merit and doing something that almost nobody gets to do, which is to play at World Championship level in their chosen sport. She's already an Olympian as well. Still only 19.
And playing for a team who have got rich history. Poland have had many legends across the years. I'm sure that she's sponging up all of the words of wisdom coming her way.
She's doing a lot right.
She did very, very well there to somehow get the ball out of her crossover section without the ball hitting her shirt on the way through. Impressed with her backhand down the line as well. She's played a couple of blissful winners.
3-all.
She's serving with the backhand, more typical of Europeans.
Oh, gorgeous shot.
4-3.
She punched it right into the corner. That was inch perfect. The timing was spot on. It has to be with the punch.
Oh, what an angle.
4-all.
Coils the wrist back there, WANGMANYU. What an angle.
You know, it's a pleasure to watch this. They're really producing some delightful points.
She's going toe-to-toe with WANGMANYU and playing a few of the longer rallies really, really well. It's not just a question of shot making, but recovery as well. And the recovery's been good here from Wielgos.
4-6. Let 4-6.
She plays a lot of competitions, Wielgos, already 7 this year, 6 on the World Table Tennis Tour, plus the Under-21 European Championships. She's obviously really working on competition stamina, on getting as much match play as she possibly can. Oh, again, a lovely angle.
7-5.
Most recently saw her at the feeder event in Manchester. Second edition. Reached the quarterfinals there. Was that the Welsh star, Anna Hersey, who won that. She's here as well.
It
is encouraging in a strange sort of way to see the irritation that Zuzanna Wielgos is feeling at the end of some of these rallies, because she knows she's close to taking the point. Oh! That's fantastic.
6-8.
Blink and you'll miss it stuff there. From corner to corner, painting the table. Getting WANGMANYU all the way back there with just a couple of shots. Quite right, Ole. I think this is going to be a match that, win or lose, Zuzanna Wielgos is going to look back at and say, that was when I really realised what I could do. This is a real catalyst.
10-6.
Nonetheless, it is 4 game points. The game is hers, but the challenge was laid down by Zuzanna Wielgos in that second. Most interesting. Some beautiful work from the young Pole. But it is in pole position, WANGMANYU, who has taken the second game by 11 points to 6, having won the first 11-3. Well, let's enjoy this fabulous point again. Just making full use of every millimetre of the table.
She's strong on the forehand and backhand side. If I was her, I would continue to try and use the backhand serve. I'd probably try and keep it short to the middle and forehand of WANGMANYU. Try and make it tough for Wang to flick with the backhand side.
Zuzanna to serve, love all.
Game number 3. Sport is a very absolute black and white thing in its crudest and cruelest way. You win or you lose, you go through or you don't go through. But there are wins that make athletes feel a bit worse about themselves, and there are losses that make players feel a bit better about themselves. And if Wielgos ultimately loses this match, it might be the sort of loss that gives her a real confidence boost in terms of what she is able to do against an absolute great.
think the best lesson she may learn from this is that
1-3.
She wasn't outpowered. It was just the little things, maybe the fundamentals.
And match management as well. We saw there just
1-4.
how many of the last 32 points have gone the way of the Chinese player. And WANGMANYU is a master of managing matches, even when there's quality like that.
4-2.
Again, it's backhand. Look at this one on the slow-mo. Wow, she spotted WANGMANYU pivoting, went right down the line. But yeah, it is about the little things more than anything else. Yes, the little things don't make the highlight reels, but the highlight reels aren't what win you the match. You know, can you make your serve a little bit more deceptive? Can you get a little bit lower? Can you widen your base? Can you get a little bit more engaged with your core? Can you transfer your weight
3-6.
a little bit quicker? It's not, you know, it's a low-hanging fruits.
And what do you do and how do you handle it when you're 8-all in the game with a Chinese player?
7-3.
Yeah, exactly.
8-3.
Acceleration towards game number 3. Two further points
3-9.
needed. Another crackerjack of a rally.
3-10.
And another point for WANGMANYU for 7 game points.
10-4.
Oh, good work here from the pole.
Oh, what an unpleasant bounce.
Game to WANGMANYU.
That was just deceptive, and it is the game for WANGMANYU, but there's a lot of entertainment going on here.
She got her where she wanted her, the flat hit there. WANGMANYU playing the sky lob, the skyscraper, fizzing up the back of the ball. An unreadable level of topspin. It was fairly deep, went right over a racket.
Needed some step ladders to get to it. 11-3, 11-6, 11-4. One more required for WANGMANYU.
Fourth game, WANGMANYU to serve, love all.
Game number 4, 3-love to WANGMANYU. Great to have your company wherever you're watching the action from at the ITTF World Table Tennis Championships Finals Doha 2025.
Two love.
So much action going on, not just on this table. We've got another table in the Lusail Sports Arena. There are 6 further tables at the Qatar University Sports Complex. And we're enjoying all the complexities of the opening rounds. This is the second day of opening round play.
Let 2-1.
Oh, it's another belter from WIELGOS.
She's played some of the more impressive stuff. Look at that out the crossover. Didn't look possible given the placement of WANGMANYU and how close the pole was to the table.
1-4.
Just the middle ground, isn't it, of WANGMANYU is so strong.
Now this is the big moment. She's 4-1 up in what could be the last game of her singles quest.
4-2.
Can she hold on to the lead?
She's got 2 serves here to help her cause. Just misread that last one from WANGMANYU.
Well done.
5-2.
So far, so good.
Heavy spin shot from WANGMANYU. The bat was high. Thought it was a slap at first, but there was a little bit of topspin coming in there from the forehand.
That's divine. That is divine.
I like the intention from WANGMANYU trying to slow the pace down here. But Wielgos wasn't affected by it. Proactive play again, getting WANGMANYU corner to corner.
6-4.
That is essential because in fixed positions, WANGMANYU takes no prisoners. She will finish the point off immediately.
6-5.
Now the advantage is a single point. Big moment with ball in hand for Zuzanna Wielgos. She's playing so well. And she maintains this narrow advantage. Now there are a lot of players out there who know the feeling of being 7-5 up against one of the favourites in a competition and not quite managing to get the game secured. So good is a player like WANGMANYU at wrestling a game away from you. What will we see here from the 2021 champion of the world?
5-8.
Beautiful receive here. 3 ahead, 3 away here. Zuzanna Wielgos, wow. Could she do it?
8-6.
Just seemed a little bit upright then when she played that flick.
Yeah,
WANGMANYU here testing the middle and the backhand. This is the right tactic against someone who wants to play more backhands than forehands.
That's incredible defence from WANGMANYU, and it's 8-all.
Timeout.
And the timeout has been called.
She threw the kitchen sink at her there, Wielgos. How has WANGMANYU managed to play such a heavy, heavy spin shot from no man's land? The skill that takes.
And look at the reaction there from Zuzanna Wielgos. What more could I have done? What more could I have done? The timeout wisely used by Zuzanna Wielgos of Poland. She was 4-1 up, 8-5 up. Now it's 8 apiece. That is such a great point, and it keeps her in control.
Make it or break it situation, and she's playing some of her best table tennis. That's really, really encouraging. Oh, that serve again. There's so much backspin on it.
And there was almost a groan, a ululation from deep within from Zuzanna Wielgos. 9-all. And it is match point. How brilliant to save match point there.
She had to adapt mid-rally there because of WANGMANYU's placement off this ball. Slightly slower, a little shuffle there with the feet. Didn't panic. She saved match points.
She has
10-11.
asked so many complicated questions of WANGMANYU. And of course, WANGMANYU has provided the answers. Can she get her second match point secured? Oh, no! That was just amazing.
The boldest combination possible. Long serve and then blitzes it down the line with the backhand. Completely untouchable for WANGMANYU. Wow. She looks back to Marlin as if to say, do you know what? Fair enough.
It is now
12-11.
a game point for Zuzanna Wielgos. She's taken a game.
13.
She has
11,
taken a game from a
Zuzanna.
6-time champion of the world. Zuzanna Wielgos saving 2 match points and going on to take game number 4.
Take a bow. And psychologically now there could be a major shift. Perhaps from a 90-10 to a 70-30. There's light at the end of the tunnel for Zuzanna Wielgos. She saved match points there.
13-11. She takes game number 4. What a display.
Musisz tam iść, nie ma żadnego wyniku. Grasz, żeby grać jak najlepiej.
Gavin Maguire is down by the side of the table. Gavin, what's going on down there? How's the atmosphere changing, I wonder?
Yeah, there's a little bit of tension in the air now. Ollie, the Chinese fans didn't expect that from Wielgos. What a great performance. I mean, she's really found a way to deal with the WANGMANYU attack, and she's also found a way to find her own game. She started to play a lot more with her backhand, turning around with her forehand. It's very, very interesting to see she's in the ascendancy now.
Love all.
Gavin Maguire down by the fielder player. I imagine he just wants to open a bag of popcorn now and start eating it because he's got the ringside seat for one of the contests of the session so far.
Love one.
Across all of the 8 tables, attention will be turning to this one. You've picked the place to be, folks. And now the question, Fraser, is, was that a blip or was it the start of a comeback?
It's tough to say if it was a blip. I feel like it's a mixture of Wielgos playing superbly and WANGMANYU getting a little bit disorientated by that, not expecting to come up against such a test in her first round match against someone who, you know, is kind of unbeknown to Team China Stars. In the best of 7, you don't see world ranking upsets as often. It requires more of the underdog to win. I feel like if WANGMANYU was, say, 2-0 up and had match points and lost the game, she'd be feeling more pressure than now, still 2 games ahead. And it looks like she's got the wind in her sails again now.
Let 1-4.
If Zuzanna Wielgos ultimately doesn't manage to turn this around, if she does depart the singles competition here, what do you think are the things that she goes away from this match going, I now believe in myself because ...
I
5-2.
think that she'll be brimming with confidence in terms of her backhand ability. Unquestionable that she can spin well, counter well, block well. I just think that she'll think to herself, okay, what was the difference? I'd say it was the dynamic movement. WANGMANYU has a superb forehand, and I'd say that she has a stronger base. She's more balanced. I think they'll be the qualities Wielgos will look to improve. Look at that. We see those kind of rallies in terms of speed between two Chinese stars. They're all doing really, really well in that department of the game.
Ah, what a clever bit of placement.
6-4.
It's a gorgeous push. It's the last point I'll make on what she may look to improve after this match. I feel as though there's only so far you can go with a slightly flatter forehand in the rally.
She's quick.
7-4.
And she's got time to develop. So much time to develop.
Only 19. Definitely excited to see more of her.
Let. 7-4.
And if you are
4-8.
newer to watching table tennis, then keep going after these championships are done. Keep watching the regular season events. That's where you'll see players like Wielgos refining her craft, going back out on tour, turning quarterfinals into semi-finals, into experiencing actually getting onto the podium, coming back for a future World Championships, knowing what it's like to lift a trophy.
10-4.
Because she's done a lot right. A lot right. Nonetheless, she faces, as so many have faced, match points against WANGMANYU. And the victory is with WANGMANYU, the champion of the world in singles competition from 2021. But this was a tough contest. 11-3, 11-6, 11-4, 11-13, 11-4. Well done to WANGMANYU. She'll know that that was a high-quality player she faced.
Do you know what? That was a really, really enjoyable match to watch. The outcome seemed inevitable right from the get-go, but it was not over before it even began. Wielgos came with serious heat, challenging WANGMANYU in a couple of games, taking the fourth. Congratulations to the Pole for a superb display of skill. I think that she's got